Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. We do have the Street Fighter 6 Alex patch coming out soon. Little under a week away now, March the 17th, and Alex also comes with a full balance patch affecting the entirety of the Street Fighter 6 cast, and a lot of people are very excited for that. And now we have just a little bit of a sneak peek for it, because some of the balance changes have actually leaked out. Not in like an official patch notes kind of way, in fact, in a very silly way, which bears some explanation before we get into it. Because the patch went up early, only for Korea and only for Xbox. And Xbox Korean Street Fighter 6 players are not exactly quite common, right? So specifically, these changes are coming from exactly one person who doesn't even really play Street Fighter 6, they're super casual. So some stuff has got out there, as well as what we would call gas leaks, piggybacking off the factual stuff, trying to introduce a little bit of confusion, and we'll cover what we know. So as far as definitive changes, we don't have tons of stuff, but the stuff that is there is very interesting. At bare minimum, it is definitely nerfs to some of the top tiers. And maybe buffs for some of the lesser characters. Well, that will file under gas leaks, I guess. But let's get into the change that kind of got out there that started everything. So this is at least where I first started seeing things. Squints FGC posted this little clip here, and it's JP doing, well, he's doing a throw loop, right? But the thing is, after the throw, things are different than how it currently works in the current build of Street Fighter 6. Because in the current build of Street Fighter 6, after he throws you, he's just directly on top of you, right? Like, he can do whatever he wants. He's plus 24 in your face. Like, yes, can he throw loop you? Sure, absolutely. But since he's directly in front of your face, he can do anything he wants, not just the throw loop. So for your benefit here to see, I've overlaid these against each other just so you can see the distance JP is now at after he throws you. And as you can see here, it's pretty significant. He's out a good deal further than he is in the current build of the game. So it's not that he doesn't get pressure, because as you can see here in the original clip, right, he dashes in and gets a throw loop attempt anyways, right? But it's not just directly being on top of you without having to do anything else. At least he has to do a dash up throw loop, which is still a throw loop, but it's not just being on top of you, I guess, which is way stronger, right? Like, you know how Mai recently got nerfed with her throw loop has to be a dash forward one as well, so you can't just easily walk back and force the whiff. So he still gets a throw loop attempt, but it's not the strong, extra strong anyways, because it's still strong. It's not the extra strong kind. So I guess that also answers the question, hey, are they going to patch throw loops out of the game? Well, they haven't yet, and doesn't look like they're about to start anytime soon. Although that said, Ingrid, Season 4, I don't know, never give up hope is what I'm trying to say. But for now, throw loops are still in the game. And so one of the more concrete nerfs we got out of here is JP's throw game, because JP's kind of really good at everything, right? So why should his throw game also be amazing? So JP's throw game is getting curtailed a bit. So that is one balance change that's absolutely confirmed because we have video of it, right? And I can compare that video versus the current build of the game, and you can see clear as day, there is changes. Then we enter what we call the gas leaks, like, oh yeah, I heard this has changed too, and like without much verifiable information on it. So I'll run you through some of these. We do have confirmation now after the fact. Some of these are actually true. The rest, file it under wait and see. So here's some of the more alleged buffs. So we have here Amnesia no longer beats command grabs. And Jamie keeps 3 stacks of drinks after Super 2 ends. So I believe the second one has now been debunked with a little bit more footage that's been put out. And for Amnesia beating command, or rather not beating command grabs, so far, nothing in the game has ever made the distinction between a command grab and a regular throw. Like, it'd be a small buff to the grappler characters, I suppose, but we'll see. We already know Street Fighter 6 as a concept does grapplers no favors. Anything that give a command grab a buff over a regular throw, oh no. I'll file that under wait and see is what I'll say. On that note, Lily command grab damage increased by 200 across the board. Lazy buff? Yeah, we'll talk about it. Honda, butt slam is now 0 on block. Heavy headbutt is -4, while light and medium are -2. Crouch, medium kick, and heavy punch are now 8 frames. Crouch, medium punch, and stand medium kick are 7 frames. Using Super Art 2 now grants stacks. So Honda and Lily, these are literally my characters. And so what I'll say without definitive proof is these are kind of the right kind of stupid that they would do. Like Lily command grab doing 200 more damage and nothing else. Yeah, we made the video a while ago. What happens when a character isn't allowed to be good? That's a video all about Lily. And I gave a history of Lily's quote unquote buffs. So you can say, yeah, we buffed her. And what do those buffs actually mean in real world situations? Exactly nothing. And so buffing her command grab damage a little bit and like doing nothing else for the character, oh, we buffed her, and she'll still stay the worst character in the game. So if this isn't real and someone just made this up, that reads like a buff that they would actually do, because Capcom, yeah. And Honda, nerfing Honda? Yeah, sounds about right. Making butt slam no longer plus on block, making heavy headbutt punishable on block. Honestly, this sounds exactly what they would do to me. Because unless headbutt gets back the pushback it used to have back in the day, that's just a straight nerf. Now, to be fair, the frame data changes are all nice because this will give them a lot of new combo routes he would not otherwise have. And the fact that Super 2 giving his buff would give it some utility because it's one of the worst supers in the game. And basically, it just sounds like, I don't know, I've been beaten down by the characters I actually enjoy and their patch history over the life of this game that I'm just cynical enough to believe this is true just on its face because it kind of sucks. Now, here's one we do have some proof on. So Ryu fireball damage reduced by 100 across the board. That has been confirmed. As far as like the recovery, combo scaling that you see here on text, that's not confirmed yet, but he does do less damage on his fireballs. That is confirmed. My understanding is that there's been more footage put out by the Korean Xbox player and like some bot battles or something like that, and that's somewhere in there. My held fireball now can be broken by incoming attacks. That I don't know. I don't know if they'd actually do that, but I guess wait and see. Sagat MP limited to 2 hits. I'm assuming that means by pushback. Crouch medium punch 8 frames. Jury level 2 now grants 3 stacks upon activation. See this? If this is true, that would give level 2 a whole new life to the move. Like you can see here from my season 3 Jury combo video, right? If you got max stacks when you go into level 2, you can do some outright shenanigans with this character. So it kind of go into being one of the more valuable level 2s kind of out of the gate. Because she comes like a versus game character with her combo routing if you can do it. The only thing is maybe that might make her too much, so maybe it'd be too effective. I don't know. Again, these specific changes are not confirmed, but that would be really nice if it were true. It'd put a good little boost of life in the Jury. And the close up on the gas leaks here. So Terry rising tackle is less advantage on hit. Bison knee press is now -4 on block with less pushback. I don't believe they'll do that just because it seems crazy, but if they do, that'll definitely bring Bison down a notch. And add no more meter gain while Super 2 is active. This is something they've already nerfed multiple times in the past, so I'd believe it just because they keep doing it and Ed keeps overperforming. Spoiler, Capcom Cup's going on right now, and Ed is the most popular character besides Mai. And speaking of Mai, we have one more apparently confirmed change. So going by some of the additional footage provided by the Korean Xbox leaker, apparently Mai Shiranui's held fan has more recovery, meaning certain things are no longer guaranteed for her. As it currently stands, say she does whatever combo and knocks you down with heavy uppercut, right? And then does charge fan in your face. It hits just basically as you wake up and there's not too much you can do about it. Short of say a reversal, but not everyone gets those. And it's a projectile, which means it beats most level 1 wake ups. And you can't wake up buttons because you'll just get counter hit out of it. And you can't say do wake up drive impact because you'll recover, or rather Mai will recover, effectively the frame before it hits. And then she can blow you up. But if it has just a little bit more recovery frames, that means if you do wake up drive impact to counter it, then it will hit her. And again, this is allegedly confirmed via footage from the Xbox Korea leaker. So if true, that's a decent nerf to some of her pressure, some of her Oki, right? So the only thing I can personally guarantee you is that JP footage because I have the footage of it. Everything else file under gas leak. Even if some other people saying they saw the footage, I didn't see the footage. So if I don't see it, I can't prove it to you. But for Ryu damage nerf, for my Oki nerf, if people are saying it, I'll file it under, okay, I'll believe you for now. Everything else though, who knows? We'll see. So that is the news for the moment. Also, hope you enjoyed the B-roll. This is from Capcom Cup. This is what we can show you. Because once we start hitting the last days of Capcom Cup, that's no bueno on showing the footage. But Blaz versus Xiaohai was a fantastic match, and there's a lot of other great matches, so please check that out. But for now, my friends, that's the news. I know a lot of you are very excited for the patch. I'm very excited for the patch. We will see. And of course, when Alex comes out, when the patch goes live, check the channel. I'll have it covered in excruciating depth for you. But until then, my friends, well, that is it for me. That's it for the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.